Hey, Richard from the Men of the House podcast here. And I'm a thoughtful person, especially when I'm driving. I like to think and ponder. And I had an interesting thought today. I'm not big on corporations, trading time for money, partially because I believe most corporations, I think they all start off with good intentions, but once too much money becomes involved and status and power and position, then it's really about perpetuating people staying in power, maintaining their salaries, all that kind of stuff. When you're an entrepreneur, you're paid kind of on your output, what you produce, and sometimes there's a lag in between the work you're doing, the output, and the product, and you finally getting paid for it. And I had this idea for corporations. I don't ever want to return to one. However, instead of giving people, I was listening to The Working Man by Creedence Clearwater Revival, and he said every Friday I get paid. And I'm like, well, we've designed a week. Friday is the end of the week, and therefore we pay people on Friday. What if people got paid every day, or you had the potential to get paid every day, like a creator or entrepreneur? In that, I don't know, a corporation could say, hey, these are the 10 things you need to hit today, and I guess if you hit 7 of them, then, you get 70% worth of your pay. Or, if it's, hourly, I don't know. It wouldn't be hourly, because if it took you the same 8 hours to do only 7 of your 10 tasks, but would that increase output for corporations? Would that give people more buy-in to your organization if you have an organization or are a corporation? Would it incentivize better in that you're giving people, hey, it's totally up to you. You earn what you want. You earn based on your productivity. And also meaning like you pay them each day. And if they want to not come in the next day, then guess what? They're just not going to get paid. They can't use a PTO day and push the work to all the other members of the team. Or like we had one person who used up all their fucking PTO before yeah. And part of that is corporate structure, how they make the rules and how it can be allowed and loopholes and all that. I don't know. It's just a thought. When I look at how the world is designed, why people are unhappy with it, why it's this perpetual system of the people at the top staying in their circle and keeping everything between them and always pressing down on the people below them, and increasing that gap and making it harder for people down here to even get up here. I don't know. But let me know if you think that question, thought, discussion has any merit, could elaborate. This is not like this is my view of the world. This is, I haven't worked in corporate in 5 years. And these are my thoughts. And I'd like to make the world a better place. I'd like to see happier people. I'd like to see people who work at organizations and corporations be happy going there. I would like people to look at organizations and corporations and have esteem for them as opposed to thinking they're all bad people and evil people. Because, everything was started out of need. Everything was started out of goodness to fill something. But between our human nature, money, power, the sin that runs through us, that drive for power, it ends up turning it in to the furthest thing it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. Anywho, let me know your thoughts.